My name is Kindson, and today I'm going to take you through the solution of this problem, computing multi-head attention output in PyTorch. I actually have been spending some time going through my decoder model, and it kind of becomes a little bit complex, so I felt I should break it down into simple chunks in terms of solving specific problems. So basically we are looking at what happens inside this multi-head attention block, not this one, but this one, where actually cross attention happens here. So this is my tensor board where I'm doing a lot of experiments, and my objective is actually to break it down into simple chunks so that you understand how the transformer works, and also it will help you to understand other topics related to transformer architecture, LLMs, GPTs, and all that. So let's look at the theory. I've also explained this in my previous tutorial, but pay attention to how the calculation of multi-head attention output works. So here we have this every good boy deserves favor. This is our input sequence, and eventually is transformed into this column vector here, where for each token we have an embedding of size 4. Actually is embedding of size 1 by 4, and that's why we say dk, this is the dimension of the embedding, is 4, and the dimension of the model can be also 3 or 4. So this is the size, how much you want to use to represent the embedding of each of the tokens, and that is why this is dk is 4. So for each attention head we have 5 by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens, and represented by 4 dimensional embedding. What happens in a multi-head attention is when you calculate the attention for each of these for this sequence, is going to give you the attention for each of the heads. So for head 1, because we have 3 heads here, for head 1 we have the attention, for head 2 we have the attention, for head 3 we have the attention. Now if it's a single head attention, then the output of the attention block, of the cross attention block, is going to simply be 5 by 4, right? But in this case, we have 3 heads, right? 1, 2, 3. So the output is going to be actually 5 by 12, right? So this is the output. But the output we desire is 5 by 4. But if you use a multi-head attention, you are going to have several dimensions more than the expected outputs, because they will be concatenated like this. So this will be different, not compatible with other components in your model. So we have to actually map back, transform this output back into the expected dimension, which is 5 by 3. So how do we go about this programmatically? And let's go to solve this problem. And I've created it as a simple problem we are going to solve together, computing multi-head attention outputs in PyTorch. And it says implement a function that computes multi-head attention from the attention from various heads. The function should take in parameters, the following parameters. Let's assume a tensor. Each head produces a vector of size dk, right? So each head produces a vector of size dk, and the number of heads is h. The function should take in the attention coming out from each of the heads. So in this case, h is our number of heads, which is 3. And attention from head 1 is ATTN head 1, ATTN head 2. So the function is going to take in the output of all the heads, and it's also going to take in the weight output matrix, which will have the dimension I explained to you before now. It will be having a dimension of summation of the number of heads by the expected outputs. In this situation, the number of heads times the embedding dimension by, and then it's going to be the expected output. Don't worry if you don't get it exactly. I have a video explaining it. You can look at it in the description of this video. So h here is the number of heads. dk is the dimension of each head. So at the end of the day, we have dk times h, the number of heads. which has to be mapped back to D model. Of course, D model can actually also be the same as dk. All right, so let's go ahead to write this function. So let's write this function. I'm using Google Colab, and it's very good to use because it helps you in terms of giving you recommendations, or it tries to preempt what you want to do. So I'm going to say import torch. Now I'm importing torch, and I'm going to define, I'm going to call it multi-head attention. Kind of it preempts what I want to do, so it takes attention from head 1, head 2, head 3. How many heads? Is going to be only 3 heads. And it takes the WO, right? It takes the WO. Now we don't need this. And now it's going to concatenate all the heads, right? So I'm going to write the comment concatenate the attention from all the heads. Now, to concatenate, I'm going to simply I'm going to say concatenated is equal to, so torch.cat, and we have, so this is a function to concatenate, CAT, and we are concatenating the attention from all the heads. And we now apply the output weight matrix. So to map it back, to the original dimension, we are going to multiply this output by the WO, right? So I already explained to you that WO has a dimension where the number of rows, or the number of the length of the sequence, is equivalent to the sum of the dimensions of all the heads summed together. And it has a second dimension to be the expected dimension, which is actually the original dimension we want to achieve, which will actually be either dk or d0 or d model, as the case may be. So this is our first function, and it's quite clear what happens here. So this second line is doing a transformation back to the dimension that is expected, and everything will now depend on the dimension of WO. This has been explained in a whiteboard I did in a previous tutorial. Okay, so this is our function. It's as simple as this. And let's now test out this function using certain examples. So we are going to, I'm going to just write a main method to test this function after initializing some text inputs. So test the multi-head attention. Okay, so here I'm going to say if name equals main. So what we are going to do now is to initialize the heads. So we are using the heads to be, so now it's making a guess that is completely wrong. So we have a batch size of 1, that is correct. But number of the sequence length, in this case, we can make it 3, right? So let's look at our sequence length. We didn't choose a sequence length here, but let's use a sequence length of 3. Let's use a sequence length of 3. Actually, we have a sequence length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our sequence length actually here is 5. So our sequence length is 5. So it's batch size by sequence length, which is 5. And the embedding size, right? The embedding size, we decided is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 1 by 5 by 4. And in this case, it's going to be the same 1 by 5 by 4. And in this case, it's going to be 1 by 5 by 4. Let me just run this block so that we make sure that we don't have any errors in this code. Okay, I think everything should be fine. And we have our attentions here. So I'm going to just run it. And I'm going to come here and I want to look at the attn h1.shape. I think we can have the shape. So it's going to be 1 by 5 by 4, batch size, sequence length, and what? And the embedding size, right? The number of dimensions or the number of features. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, we are going to initialize our W0, and it's going to, it's trying to understand what we are doing. And we are having torch.run, we are initializing a tensor of size 12 by 8, right? So 8 expected output dimension, in case we want to map it back to the original dimension of each of the heads, we are going to be mapping it back to 4. So in this case, we have to use 4 here. Okay, and now we are going to say output is multi-head attention. Output, we provide all the attention heads and we have the W0 and we print the output. Now what I want you to understand is this dimension of the output will be exactly the same dimension as this input, right? It's going to be exactly the same dimension as this input. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead to run this code. So let's run this code and we have this. But take a look at what the output is going to be in terms of the shape of this output. And let's see. So if I run, you see that the output is 1 by 5 by 4. Exactly the same sequence length, exactly the same dimension as we expect. So this original dimension have to be exactly the same as the dimension of the output, even though we performed a multi-head attention here by concatenating all the outputs of all the heads. So this is basically how multi-head attention works in codes. I mean multi-head attention outputs. I've also built the decoder, but I'm going to be creating these small chunks of videos because the actual decoder implementation is quite involved. So I don't want to kind of give you all the codes right now, but I also have all the codes in my textbook and also in my GitHub repository. You can also request it by writing me a comment below this video. But for now, make sure you understand this fact, this point, and in the next part, we are going to try to learn a bit about cross attention because this is also what happens before the multi-head attention concatenation is done. So I'm going to stop here. Thank you very much for viewing. Remember to subscribe to my channel. If you have any challenges understanding this concept, please let me know. I'm happy to break it down further into smaller chunks. I remain Kindson and hope to see you in the next part.